Hi, this is Jonathan Joe, just recording this first video, start of the week. Just to keep things very short, on this euro dollar, on this daily chart, if you look at this daily chart, you basically have this sort of elongated inverse head and shoulders, where I have this head here, shoulder here, head here, and shoulder there. Now, this got to the neckline area in this blue zone, and it was also strong prior resistance, and from that you would have expected some kind of pullback with some kind of move up. Now this flushed down, if you look at these big red candles, stopping a lot of people out who were probably looking to take this inverse head and shoulders up, and at sort of this last stand last week in the mid 106s, you had some attempt for this thing to turn around, and if this didn't turn around here in sort of this area, it basically was likely to negate this inverse head and shoulders, just because this is way too much of a pullback to be sort of a normal retracement off the neckline. This is more like basically a second shoulder is being created, and obviously there's no such thing as a head, head and shoulders with an extra shoulder. What this has done is basically you're going to have on any kind of move up, which I wouldn't be eager to buy. I would basically only look for a buy with a higher high. If this is an hourly chart, if I say like a high, higher low, and then a break of that high on any pullback, that would be not a bad long if I have proper correlation with, let's say, dollar yen, dollar index, dollar Swiss, things like that. But going back to this daily, on any move back into the mid 106s, you're going to see selling even higher. You're basically going to be getting a lot of people who are selling coming in, and reluctance of buyers, because a lot of people are now thinking that this inverse head and shoulders is breaking down. If it's not going to work out and head up, very likely people are going to start selling it down. And what's confirming that is, if I look at the dollar yen has obviously been in a major correction since the highs of 118. I have right here is the lows in dollar yen, and it's been pulling back since the 118s. What you have is very strong support, obviously showing it around the 110 level. It's a big psychological level, and it's certainly one huge location where dollar yen could turn around. That's happening as euro dollar is breaking down its inverse head and shoulders. If the correlation has tended to be down euro dollar, up dollar yen, that's sort of you have to be careful with it, because sometimes it doesn't correlate all too well, but maybe 70% of the time it has for the last few months, so or 65% of the time. So it's certainly enough to consider. So if dollar yen is going to hold at 110, which if I look at on this 4-hour chart, it looks like it is, because you see this high breached this high, which is going to bring in buyers on any kind of pullback in dollar yen. If dollar yen if dollar yen gets bought up there, that should correlate with where euro dollar will sell down from, and so this is something that basically would be a very strong sign of a major change in trend for the medium term, possibly the long term. Long term, specifically thinking in terms of dollar yen, because there is great technical reason to think that dollar yen is going to head back up to the highs in the 118s and much higher than that. And so we could be seeing the start of a major change in direction here. And so that is the biggest thing to pay attention to this week, if that happens. If so, it'll create a lot better trading in dollar yen and the euro than what we've had in the past few months. So anyway, good luck with that. Have a good day.